Is navigating the Real ID process in Minnesota stressing you out? Stick around to discover a step-by-step guide that will make obtaining your Real ID as easy as a Sunday drive.
It might seem totally overwhelming with all the rules and endless paperwork, but I promise, by the end of this explainer, we're going to break the whole thing down so it makes perfect sense. No more guesswork.
We're following a super simple roadmap today. We'll quickly look at who's eligible, exactly what documents you need to gather, the actual step-by-step application, what it costs, and finally, we'll troubleshoot some of those pesky common issues.
All right, part 1, intro and eligibility. Let's look at why you actually need this thing and who qualifies for it.
So here is the absolute most crucial thing to remember. May 7, 2025. That's when federal enforcement officially kicks in. And this isn't just a suggestion, right? It's a hard, line-in-the-sand deadline from the federal government designed to boost the security of state IDs. You definitely want to start gathering your paperwork today so you aren't caught off guard at the last minute.
So, who exactly needs one? Well, if you're a Minnesota resident and you're 18 or older, you're going to need this specific card for some pretty common stuff. The biggest one? Boarding domestic flights. But you'll also need it if you plan on entering federal facilities or visiting military bases. Now, here's a really important caveat. A Real ID does not replace your passport. No way. You still absolutely need your passport for international travel. But for hopping on a plane within the U.S., this is going to be your golden ticket.
Moving right along to part 2, gathering your documents, and what we call the 1-1-2 rule.
Honestly, the paperwork is usually where people get the most tangled up. But this 1-1-2 rule is literally the best trick to remember exactly what you have to bring to the DMV. Instead of staring blankly at a massive checklist of acceptable documents, just keep this in your head. 1-1-2. Let's break down exactly what that actually means. You need one document for identity, date of birth, and legal U.S. presence. Think an unexpired U.S. passport or certified birth certificate. Next, you need one document to prove your Social Security number. That could be your actual Social Security card, a W-2, or even a pay stub, as long as it has your number on it. And finally, you need 2 separate documents proving your current Minnesota residency. This could be your valid driver's license or maybe a utility bill from the last 12 months. But huge caution here, folks, your residency docs must show your current name and physical address. P.O. boxes, absolutely not accepted for this.
Okay, part 3, the step-by-step application process. Taking this from your computer screen all the way to the DVS office.
You can literally save yourself hours of waiting in line by pre-applying and uploading your documents online before you even set foot in the office. Just head over to drive.mn.gov, fill out the application, and upload your 112 documents. This lets the state review things way faster. Once that's done, you simply schedule your appointment and head in. But please, if you take nothing else away from this, remember the golden rule. You must bring original documents with you. Photocopies, laminated documents, digital photos on your phone, they will be automatically rejected. Period. Even though you uploaded them online beforehand, you have to bring the physical, original, unlaminated copies right to the counter.
All right, on to part 4, fees and processing times. Let's compare standard processing to the fast track option.
Because so many people are applying right now, standard processing can take upwards of 70 days. That's over 2 months of waiting. But fortunately, there is a fast-track processing program. This gets your card processed in just 3 business days, and then it's shipped directly to your front door via UPS.
That fast track option will cost you an additional $20 on top of your standard application fee. Honestly, if you have a flight coming up soon and you just realized you don't have your Real ID yet, dropping a $20 bill on this is a fantastic, totally worthwhile solution to make sure you get your card in time.
Next up, part 5, troubleshooting common questions. We'll look at things like name changes and missing documents.
This right here is without a doubt the most common roadblock people hit. What happens if your current everyday name doesn't perfectly match the name on your identity document? I mean, think about it. What if you've gotten married or changed your name since your original birth certificate was printed?
While the rule is pretty strict, you have to bring certified, physical proof for every single name change from birth to the present day. You can't just slap down your current ID. You're going to need a certified marriage certificate, a divorce decree, or a court-ordered name change. And remember, it absolutely needs to have that official raised seal from the issuing agency.
But what if your specific life circumstances mean you just don't have the standard residency or identity documents? Like, what if the utility bills aren't in your name?
Don't panic. Minnesota actually allows you to submit what's called a petition for a variance. This process lets state officials review alternative items. They can look at things like school records, military service records, or immigration documents to establish who you are and where you live. It might take a little extra effort on your end for sure, but there is a clear legal pathway for you to get your ID.
Finally, Part 6. Final tips and disclaimer. Let's get you ready for the road ahead. The winning formula here is super simple. Knowing your 112 documents and pre-applying online is your absolute best ticket to a stress-free DMV experience. Knock those two things out and you will easily beat the May 2025 deadline.
Now, for a quick disclaimer, please make sure to verify all this information directly on the official Minnesota Driver and Vehicle Services website. Government rules, procedures, and fees can and definitely do update over time, so always double-check drive.mn.gov before you head out the door.
So I'll leave you with this thought. With that strict deadline looming closer every day, will you take these simple steps today to ensure your real ID ready for your next big trip? Don't be the person left standing at the airport gate. Gather up those documents, pre-apply online, and just get it done. Thanks for joining me for this explainer, and safe travels out there.